Hi friends, MD Vegan. I make a cake today, orange cake. I made it before and it's one of my first cakes in the raw food. And it is so amazing, oranges. When you blend it in a high-speed blender, they turn into a creamy gel and firm up. That's amazing. So it doesn't need much to make a filling with oranges. I have to make it again with a slightly different dough, with the crust I mean. And I show you the crust right away. First video I made it was a little bit longer and a little bit different. But this one is such a great cake. I want to make it again. And I take almonds this time for the crust. The first time was different. That doesn't matter now. 2 cups of almond. And I have here for this springform. See, it's more than 20 centimeters. To fix the bottom. There, wait, so has to be fixed. And 2 cups of almonds. And here I have some grated coconut. It's a fresh grated coconut that makes the crust a little bit softer and easier to make. Because the soft coconut flesh, that turns it into a sticky dough faster. So before I put the dates in, I have 15 dates or so, to make it a little bit sweeter. I process now the S-blade, the almonds and the coconut flesh. As the first processing here, it's almost a sticky dough already, you see, but I want to have some more sweetness and some more stickiness, so I put these dates in here, 15 dates or so. They have been pitted. They are a little bit firm, so it depends on the dates you take. Jewel dates are very soft. These are a little bit firmer, less expensive, and also very nice. Wow. That's my sticky dough. Here looks like it's sticky. You can see if I press it together with a finger, it sticks together, and it's pretty light. I mean, not so firm, soft, because of the coconut, grated coconut. I want to show you this time. It's an S-blade. This is the tool for a food processor. Forgot to show you before. Doesn't matter. It's always the same for the dough. So now I put the sticky dough into the springform, lined with parchment paper to make it easier for the cake to take it out afterwards when it's ready. And before I press the dough down, I spread it evenly. It's a nice crust. It's thick. A lot of coconut crust and coconut flesh in there. And now, once it's done, it's evenly spread. I begin to press it down with the knuckles of my hand, my fist. I push the whole body weight on top, so I get it nice in a thin, a little bit more firmer for shape, the sticky dough. It's pretty easy. So I put the coconut not only in because of the softness of the crust, but also because of the flavor. Coconut and so nice with oranges. It's a perfect combination, according to my flavor, my taste buds. So whatever you like, I like it a lot. And I could also take a crust just with almonds and dates, the standard crust. That is easy. In the first cake I made with this, I used only dates and coconut flour, coconut meal, dry meal. That took a lot of time to process it. This time it takes dates, coconut flesh, fresh grated coconut, and dates. And this is my sticky dough. You see it's a little bit thicker. Yeah, you see it's a little bit thick, but delicious because the crust is also, you can eat it by itself, so like an energy bar or so. So put that aside for a moment and go directly to the filling. And that's the amazing thing. I just blend oranges here. These are 6 pretty large oranges, peeled. Put them into the blender. It's good to have a high-speed blender for that. With a regular blender, you need to blend it a lot longer. And you might consider to liquefy the coconut butter because that is a lot easier for the blender when the coconut butter. Here is the coconut butter. I have 6 tablespoons of coconut butter. For each orange, 1 tablespoon of coconut butter. If you have, I have that off. I blend it quickly to make it smaller, just the size. Just to save a little bit space, it's a large amount here in the blender. So I put the coconut butter in, and here I have half coconut butter and coconut oil. You can take coconut butter, it is a little bit firmer, or coconut oil a little bit softer here, and the zest of 3 oranges, just the zest, just the outer peel, the orange part, not the white part, that turns bitter. And that's all, 3 ingredients in this, and just blend it up. Also take smaller batches for the filling. Tastes delicious. I will blend a little bit longer because it's pretty much. I will take 2 batches here. See, half of it goes back. It's easier for the blender. That's all. To make it easier for the blender is important, especially when you have a blender it's not that powerful. You will make it easier. Just filling it half is always better, and that is easy. You see, just put it in, no problem at all, and then you have a creamier texture easily. The blender is happy. And that's my cake. See? And it looks pretty liquid, you see? Pretty runny. You see, if I shake it a little bit, you see there are still waves. It's pretty liquid. But that's a miracle almost. It's got the pectin in the oranges. But it really takes 24 hours, more than other cakes. You just put it in the fridge and you wait only 12 hours, like in a regular cheesecake. It will not firm up. But it will firm up if you have it 24 hours. I tried it several times. It takes 24 hours. So that's all I have to do now. Maybe a little foil on top. In the fridge 24 hours, it's firm. Enjoy, it's great fun. See you soon. You can subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, have another recipe every single day. You find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Twitter. And if you like, thumbs up. See you soon. Now we have a day later and I have my cake ready to take out of the form. You see, that's what it looks like. And you see I have put a foil on top, here a plastic foil. And that is because on the surface otherwise there would be puddles now with water and they would change the whole surface, dark and light, and with the foil the water cannot collect here in puddles. So that is always why I do it. Otherwise also there could be falling something onto the cake, and it's not nice to have the surface. So it's very dirty. Here I just pull off the foil here, and I will keep it. Now I turn it around and lay it on the other side, because when I put the cake back into the refrigerator, because I might not eat it all in one go, and I can put the same foil on top again and reuse it. But there has to be something on top, otherwise something falls on top. I can take a big plate too, but this is the easiest way to keep the surface safe. So here I have a knife like this. I always use this to cut the cake into pieces and to take it out of the form. I can't just open the form here with this. And I can't do it because the cake is too fluffy and would be torn apart. So once I begin to open it here, I can watch on the surface where it begins to tear apart. And I want to prevent that. Sometimes it works, but to make sure, I take the knife and go down, make a riddle round to free the cake from the form. And as you see, it's easy. And I can already see now, to my pleasure, the filling is firm enough to keep together, and it's still fluffy enough to be nice and creamy. So it's a good mixture. So I had that 1 tablespoon of coconut butter with 1 orange. That was a good ratio, obviously. So now I can easily open it without harming the cake, the shape. Take it off, and here's my cake. Show you again. What I have here on the bottom of the form now, I could serve to my guests if I wanted to. Here it's a beautiful cake. The shape is nice and firm, filling, and now I can cut a piece of the cake like this, and well, I don't need to show you how that works. That is pretty easy. I just want to show you this beautiful cake. And again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you soon. This is what I will enjoy today with my friends, and here I have a little photo, and it's this wonderful orange cake, just with oranges and coconut, and it's beautiful. Did you like?